Hello from Baja, everybody. This is Nola Lee Kelsey with gelinspirations.com. Quick heads up, this video is not about creating perfect and beautiful prints. Far from it. Instead, I just want to show you my first experimental steps and struggles with tie-dye Gelli Plate image transfers. These are all from the downloadable tie-dye bundle at my gelinspirations.com website. This is more a mix of what worked, what really did not, and thoughts about how to improve in the future. So while we're working our way through the video, please think about what you would do differently and share your ideas in the comments section below. I've only been doing jelly printing for a few months, so this is all a learning experience for me, and I look forward to hearing what you have to say. I'm working here on an 8x10 jelly plate. It's perfect for your 8.5 by 11 printouts on your home from your home printer. The laser prints themselves were printed one time, not two, like a lot of people do. And the paper is a glossy professional business paper, which I find just gives me a thicker, richer transfer than ordinary copy paper does. For this paper and everything I use here, of course, there will be a link below. Okay, and there we go. The first transfer is done. Now, I have not tried reusing this glossy paper to see if it can get a second or third transfer out of it, but I hope to do that in a future video. What you're seeing here is kind of my version of reverse painting, adding a little extra color through to different spots. I'm trying to start slow and not get too fancy here to begin with, because I tried that yesterday and it really didn't go well for me. This paper I just love. I got it at the Office Depot in Ensenada, and had I known it was the last time I'd ever see that paper in my life, I would have bought a lot more of it. Anyway, I just over talking the video a bit because I know there's dozens of artists out there who are a lot better than me, a lot more experienced, and create great how-to videos as far as just working on the jelly plate goes. My main focus here, of course, is the different tie-dye options. I'm going a little slow with this one, and I'll show you two more at the end. But one of my dreams for Gel Inspirations is to get you and I and other artists working on similar projects or starting from the same point with a certain image transfer, and then showing at the end how we took it, what our spin on the project was. And that you can do by posting on the Gel Inspirations Facebook group. I will also put a link to that below. Sharing our work so that we can say, oh, I hadn't thought of taking it that way, or oh, this is how we can improve tie-dye effect on jelly plates, or this is even better than a tie-dye effect. You know, you might not even use the print at all, but in this way you may cut it up and put it straight in a collage. That's all good, and it's up to you, but please consider showing your work. So after we finish this one, I'm going to show you two more tie-dye designs that I played with in hopes of getting you to think about how you would do it, not how I would do it. Of course, you're also welcome to tell me all the things I did wrong. There we have our first tie-dye image, and it's okay. It could be better, but it's definitely an awesome piece of collage paper, and I learned a lot doing it, which is kind of the point. Now let's move on. I'm going to try the tie-dye swirl here that you saw at the beginning of the video. Apparently I'm going to use a whole lot of paint on it. Oh my. Okay, from here I'm going to go ahead and fast forward some of this video so you can get a quick look at what I did, but most importantly, I want to know what you would do. How would you approach a tie-dye style image transfer, or how would you approach a tie-dye style at all with your jelly plate? And let's see what everybody can come up with. It was a very nice transfer, I have to say, but for some reason I went a little nuts and forgot to record the thrilling part of me rolling out the paint on the the pull-up paint on the plate. So here we are with the tea bag paper and the image drying. I went with a single metallic paint this time, so everything went pretty quickly. Here you can see the results coming off the plate. Slowly. I do have to confess, the wrinkles in the tea bag paper were because I was impatient and got curious at how the metallic looked and kept picking up the edge of my plate and peeking. And with a soft paper like the tea bag, that's really not a good idea when the paint is wet. And there we are, voila. Seems to be a step in the right direction, but I do want to get better at multi-colors of paint within the tie-dye transfer, so I'm going to keep working on that. Lastly, I went with this design here. I should point out the reason that I trim the edges with the scissors on one or two sides is because I'm just absolutely terrible at lining things up on the plate. With this one, I did try to incorporate 2 additional colors besides the black, but I'm afraid I just wasn't bold enough. So it's another learning experience. Show you that part here in just a minute. And again, if you get a chance, please let me know what you would do differently. And there's the transfer. Now, one thing I will say I learned most important of all with tie-dye patterns is that your transfer be a very good, dark, more solid color. When you're trying to blend other colors together behind it, there tends to be a look that really bleeds through. The very first one I did, here, I'll give you guys a quick look at it. As you can see, the bleed lines show unless that initial transfer of the pattern is good and dark. So that would be the one definite tip I've picked up so far. And this paper I'm crumpling up here is a tea bag paper as well in the natural color. I learned this trick very early on, and I've made some very good high contrast images with it, with this technique, but unfortunately here I was too shy about my color use, as you will see. Still, it's fun, and I recommend giving it a try. The little finger massage technique is what I call it, if you get a chance later on. You can see right here, here's a quick look at 2 pieces of paper I did this way. Unfortunately, this particular time, I just didn't use high contrast enough colors, I think. But there's always the next time. Here comes our little finger massage technique. I've increased this speed quite a bit on this one. Basically, you're clearing off part of the plate, just like if you were pressing something in for mark making, only you're using your fingertips and paper to do it. Once that layer is dry, I came back with the Liquidex Gold, and this is where I think I could have made a bolder color choice. Nonetheless, let's just see what we come up with here. Brayer, 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 as before. Back to the Bristol paper that I used the first time around. Rub, rub, rub. Peel, peel, peel. There we have it. Still beautiful in any case. And that's the last of the designs I have to play with today. Again, for me, Jill Inspirations is all about getting feedback and hearing from each of you and having you share your approach to different image transfers. So if that's something you're interested in, please visit jillinspirations.com and see what I have. There's always a free bundle up there for you. I'd love to see what you do with my transfers on the Facebook page for Jill Inspirations. That's it for now. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.